It was the warmest of welcomes for John Bolton, the National Security Adviser for U.S. President Donald Trump. His greeter, President Vladimir Putin.
Your visit to Moscow gives us hope that we can at least make the first steps towards restoring full formal relations between our states.
Bolton built his political career criticizing the Russian government. But on this trip, Bolton suggested better days were in fact ahead.
Even in earlier days when our countries had differences, our leaders and their advisors met, and I think that was good for both countries, good for stability in the world, and President Trump feels very strongly on that subject.
Trump has long wanted closer ties with Putin, even in the face of allegations Moscow was trying to throw the 2016 election Trump's way, and that Trump's campaign knew about it.
All the time they like to tie me into Russia, and they say such bad things about Putin, and then they're supposed to negotiate with Putin? Why would he do this?
In the middle of the Mueller investigation, Trump's aides told him not to say too much after Putin won re-election in March. He ignored them.
I had a call with President Putin and congratulated him on the victory, his electoral victory.
And even though Russia was kicked out of the G8 for annexing Crimea in 2014, Trump recently said it was time to reverse course.
Russia should be in the meeting. It should be a part of it. You know, whether you like it or not.
Even so, the two countries are still at odds. After a former Russian spy and his daughter were poisoned in the UK in March, Washington expelled 60 Russian diplomats. Moscow responded in kind. The U.S. criticizes Russia for violating the rights of political activists and journalists. And it says Moscow should be stopping Bashar al-Assad's attacks on Syrian civilians. However, the U.S. Secretary of State told Congress on Wednesday, ignoring Moscow is not an option.
We have been harder on Russia in this administration than has been the case in many previous administrations. The president is looking forward to an opportunity to find those handful of places where we can have productive conversations that lead to improvements for each of our two countries.
Political observers in both Russia and the U.S. doubt the upcoming summit will be anything more than theater. But that may be all the two leaders want and need. Rosiland, Al Jazeera, Washington.